Hello and welcome. This is Sadusman. In this video, we are going to discuss how to get specific data in a visual by applying two different DAX functions. First, let's look at the problem. We have a table visual containing sales for different brands and product categories. In this table, I would like to find out the sales of laptops across different brands. As you may already know that Apple, HP, Microsoft, Lenovo and some other companies produce laptops under their own brand names. What we want is just to get the laptop sales under the different brand names. For those companies which do not manufacture any laptop, a blank cell would be okay. In order to solve this problem, we will have to use the calculate function. The simple application of calculate would be like this. Let's add a measure and let's call this laptop sales. We'll say calculate. I've already created a measure by the name of total sales. I will use that. And products category should be equal to laptop. Enter, and let's format this and put this measure in the visual. Now you can see it correctly shows the sales of laptops across each brand. However, when we remove the brands from here, for example, if I remove it from the visual, there's a problem. And the problem is that the laptop sales are the same across every category. In this case, the measure shows the same value across all product categories. So what is happening here? Actually, an external filter is applied on the product categories such as monitors, graphic cards, hard drives, etc. While the calculate function replaces this external filter with its own internal filter, which is the laptop. Therefore, the measure gives the same answer for all the time, as it only sees one condition, which is the condition of the laptop, which is shown here in the formula. When we had brands in the visual, the external filter of brands had nothing in common with the internal filter of laptops applied by calculate, which is actually a product category filter. If I remove this category from here and put brands back in this visual, the values are correctly appearing in this visual. It means that the calculate measure ignored the external filter completely. Now if we want to fix the measure so that it gives the correct answer, we have two options. Let's look at those. Let's call it laptop sales 2. In this case, we are going to use calculate again. I'm going to use total sales. And this time I'm going to use a function called filter. I'm going to filter the products table and I will pick those categories where the categories are equal to laptop. Close the bracket for filter and then close the bracket for calculate, enter. And I'm going to use some formatting here, and let's put the visual, the measure in the visual. Now you can see that the visual is correctly working at the brand level. Now let's put the categories back in the visual and remove the brands. Now you see that in this case, the visual is correctly, the measure is correctly calculating the values of laptops. In this measure, we have applied filter on the products category column and selected laptops. This will create a filtered table containing only laptop sales. When calculate is applied, it will only see the filtered table and from there it will pick up the sales values. As it will not see any of the category in the filtered table, it would not show any value against them. Our problem is solved. We can switch back from categories to brands to see if it's working as we anticipated. Let's put the brands back here. Now it's working for both the product categories and the product brands. Another method to achieve the same result is to apply a function called KEEPFILTERS. Let's apply that. We'll create a new measure and we'll call it laptop sales 3. And we will again use the calculate function. The measure here is total sales. And this time I'm going to use a function called KEEPFILTERS. and I'm going to apply the filter on product category where the category is equal to laptop. Close the bracket for keep filters, close the bracket for calculate and enter. Do some formatting here. Now we're going to put this measure in the visual. Let's put it here, and it's working correctly for the brands. Let's see if it works correctly with the categories or not. It does. So what is happening here? First of all, when we apply the calculate function, it replaces the external filters that are applied to this visual, including the filter on the product category. So when calculate measure replaces the current filter context, which is these categories, the keep filters adds the filters to that current context. It actually puts the filter on product category equal to laptops back in the measure. So now the calculate function respects the filter on the product category while getting a result. As mentioned in my earlier videos, you cannot become a master in DAX if you do not master the calculate function. Therefore, I hope you would have enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.